So take a moment just to open yourself up, not to me, but rather to that space that is here for you, because God in every single moment of our lives is here just preparing the way, and it's right there for us, and it's for us to be open to seize it. So just sense the presence around you if you don't already, and understand that the only truth that exists is the one that is in your heart, that God has planted in your heart. It is not my truth or anybody else's truth. I love this quote: "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness." I absolutely love that quote, but my ego hates it because I want to be strong. I want to be independent. I don't want to be told what to do. I say that that's my lower self, but my higher self, my spirit, loves this quote because it understands the truth of it. Because God's power is all I really want. It is not of my own doing. What happened is that I was still extremely weak and lost. However, I knew what I needed to do, and that was to keep going forward. Because the biggest challenge for me was not even the physical thing; it was that I was eaten by the unknown, the known. I kept thinking during those 5 days with Yemen and Oman, I just want to go back home. I want to see my girlfriend. I want to get hugged. I want to see my mom and my dad. I want to, I want friends who know who I am, that I'm a wonderful person, or just, and the safety of knowing France or Europe and not being so desperately, raw and vulnerable. But when the dolphins came, or the angels, the messengers of God, came, I was clear I was to keep pushing forward into the unknown. That was the only thing that was truly worthwhile doing too. So I keep moving forward into the unknown. At the moment of commitment, the entire universe conspires to assist you. It's actually a long quote by Goethe, which I absolutely love. I use it all the time with my clients, with the companies that I coach. It's a beautiful quote. I invite you to look it up on Google. A quote on commitment by Goethe. He wrote that 200 some years ago. But indeed, once you're committed, it's like everything starts happening and the flow gets created. I wanted to bring in the quote by Padre Ron Roth, who is the original father for Celebrating Life Ministries, also the mentor of our Padre currently, Padre Paul. Ron Roth said that by being open to the voice of God, which may come to you in the form of hunches, intuition, dreams, or chance encounters, your life will be enlivened at the center of your being. And that life at the center of the being, I call that the God glee. The clients that I work with that are on the call today, they know about me mentioning that. It's the God glee. And there's nothing like it. This joy that comes when you know you are one with God, that God loves you non-conditionally, fully. And if we just listen, and there's multiple voices at all times. There's a voice that's going to say, no way, that's scary. I'm not going to do this. Like the little chicken at the beginning. But eventually God keeps showing the way, keeps showing the way. And if we have a heart of God and a heart of commitment to surrender our ego, great things happen, because now we're empowered by the power of God. I was talking to God in preparation for this. It was very interesting. God showed me what is the letter that stands for the unknown in a mathematical equation. Oh, geez, the slide is already there. It's an X. But if you put a little bit of effort into it, if you add a little bit of yourself into the unknown, look what happens. It turns into a cross. It's also a cross that's a plus that adds to your life. That cross is a symbol for faith for many, including myself. And so with that faith, when we live in the faith that trumps all understanding, human understanding, it adds to our life a precious nectar, a precious joy that you can get anywhere, from eating any type of chocolate or sex or anything you think is really the best. There's nothing like that godly that comes from the faith. I also love that symbol because it represents the sacrifice. A sacrifice of what? Is it, do I need to kill myself? No. But it's a sacrifice of the lower nature of that we can always, through free will, choose to transcend. And so it's a sacrifice of our ego to God consciousness. So from body, ego consciousness to God consciousness. It's also a symbol that represents to me that vertical alignment with heaven and earth, that vertical alignment with my God, with your God, this very intimate truth that can only be revealed in this way when we go within, up and down. And then there's the other bar, the horizontal bar, that to me represents the expression of the divine that we remember through that vertical connection. We all have a divine plan in us, like a seed that also already has the program for the oak. We just have to turn toward the light.